And the first honoree is Peacemaker Corps Association, Peace in the Streets. Welcome to the stage, Carole, Krechman, Sean, Albert, and Simone Montalto. Oh, no? Okay.
Thank you, darling. Oh, wow, thank you. First, I want to thank the Streamy Awards for creating this wonderful opportunity for those of us who feel that purpose is the most important thing in our lives. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, Joel. And thank you, everybody here. My bi-coastal team is not here. I have Sean will say a few words, who's our producer. But we have a huge amount of people around the world that have been part of this incredible explosion of little films from young people telling us on how to make peace in the streets. We started about 24 years ago with an idea that storytelling and active listening can make a difference in people's lives. Like in South Africa after apartheid, the only way that there was any kind of ability to put people together was the Peace and Reconciliation courtroom, where the tormentor and the tormented get to face each other. So we started doing that through the federal government in 1997, and bringing kids to shopping malls where I had a business. I used to run ice skating rinks and bowling centers, so I know kids a lot. And brought them together for a day and a half so they could actually face each other, warring gangs, kids from different housing, kids from poverty, and kids from middle class, and just spend a day and a half learning with their stories and their listening that, hey, everybody's kind of alike. You know, we're all kind of here on this planet. We better get along. About 7 years ago, we decided to join the 21st century. Instead of bringing kids together in physical places, we wanted to bring them together in the virtual space that was now being created by YouTube. And that was to tell their story through their website and eventually through an app. So my business created this video app, which we launched about 5 years ago in a very small way. And 2.5 years ago, we launched it with this film festival. And it allows children all over the world who have a phone can get this information and tell their story on how they would create peace in the street in their own life. And I can tell you that this year's festival submissions went to the jury about a week and a half ago. And every year that we have started, since we started, we've increased submissions between 20 and 25%. And this year, films came from every continent except Antarctica. Have not been able to train penguins how to make videos yet, but I'm sure they have a story. And from every different kind of perspective, which only tells me we are all really alike. I want to introduce you to this incredible young man who volunteered his time to create 7 shows for our first season on Comcast, Roku, and Frontier, Sean Albert.
Thank you, Carole. I'll try to keep this brief. First of all, thank you to the Purpose Awards and the Streamy Awards for recognizing our cause. When Carole invited me to help her realize her vision for our show, Peace in the Streets, I never would have imagined we'd be here today. Peace in the Streets provides a platform for kids around the globe to express themselves and spread their message of positivity towards a brighter tomorrow. Whether it's through storytelling, dance, music, art, poetry, we strive to encourage them to reach out and touch people around the world. I need to thank Carole, everybody at the Peacemaker Corps, my parents, my sister Shannon, but most of all, I need to thank these young, talented filmmakers for inspiring us with their passion and their creativity. This is for them. Thank you.